will start with Matt DeFranks. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Bones. When Joe and John are going as good as they can, what does that do for your team in terms of being able to produce offense?
Joe and John, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as you know, we put a lot of focus on our defense to be involved with the offensive side of things. John, Miro, and Rig, and listen, all the D are a big part of it. And Joe, if you like, Joe and John have got a pretty good thing going. They work on this tie tip and screens, and so they've been working together very well. They work together in practice, but they're key guys to this team to ignite the offense, and they've been delivering. It's great to see Joe, and you look at that play Joe made at the end, giving Brads that puck. He had 2 goals. He could have had the hat trick, but he passed it. So you're looking at the goals that he's scoring and the points that he's getting, but you better also put as much emphasis on the leadership and playing the right way that he provides us as well. And it's good for John. We need John has elite offensive instincts, and as I said there, as you know, we've talked enough about it since July. Our defense are a big part of our offense.
Mike Heika, go ahead.
Hey, Rick. There's been a lot of talk about Tom Brady this week and older athletes. Is there something Joe does? He's off to the fastest start in his career at 36, and he doesn't look 36. He looks pretty fresh. Is there something he does to keep himself young?
He's just a very intelligent hockey player. When you have hockey sense that he has, you play longer and you can produce a lot longer as well. He's got a tremendous feel for the game, very intelligent hockey player. And the offensive, sometimes as you get older, the hands leave you or the legs leave you. Something leaves, but he certainly has the hands and the hockey sense and the feel for the game. So, I'm happy for him that he's had such a great start, because we need the offense that he's providing, and just as important is the leadership that he's providing.
Saad Youssef, go ahead.
Hey, Bones, I know Tyler's injury changes the circumstances a little bit, but when Joe signed here, I know at the time you weren't the head coach, but what did you think? Did you think that he still had this pace of point production left in him?
Well, you play that long in one city as Joe did. It's a very tough transition to move to a different city, and you move in your family, and it's a whole different lifestyle. It's a whole different set of friends. It's a whole different set of teammates. So he didn't have the start that we wanted last year, or that he would want it. But as the season wore on, and obviously you saw in the bubble the importance of Joe Pavelski to our hockey club, and that what he started in the bubble and prior to that, it's continuing into this year. So it's the leadership, is an intelligent hockey player who loves to win, who loves to play the game. Very happy for him.
Matt DeFranks, go ahead.
Hey, Bones, what do you think of your forecheck tonight?
Well, we created a lot of opportunities when we're skating like that, but the forecheck doesn't start unless we break the puck out properly. It starts there. So I know you're seeing the end result, but we look at it, okay, we got to get out of our zone to get to the forecheck. So there's just as much focus on the breakouts and getting guys back and moving the puck and breaking out as a five-man unit as there is on the forecheck. So the forecheck was very good because we broke out really well, and it led to zone time. It led to creating opportunities. So you look at those last 2 periods in Carolina, we were skating because we were breaking the puck out really well, and it continued into tonight. So the forecheck is a byproduct of the breakouts and the speed that we have, and moving the puck properly through the neutral zone, and then putting a lot of pressure on that defense. So the forecheck was very good.
Mike Heika, you are up.
Hey, Rick. This start was really good. Joe said that there is a certain physical and mental part of getting to a good start. Was there something you saw tonight as far as hunger goes in getting that fast start?
Well, we saw it last game. in Carolina, the 2-on-1, we had a couple of good shifts, and it died off when we took the penalty and they scored. But we knew how we wanted to approach this game. We've got to win some games on the road. You want to make the playoffs, you got to play 500 or above on the road. We have to start winning some games on the road. So the mindset going into the game was to be aggressive. And that first game in Carolina, we kind of sat back and waited to see what they could do. Well, we took the opposite approach today, and to give the players a lot of credit for that, because we talked about it. We know we don't know Carolina well. We do now. We don't know Columbus. But they're now in our division, and we better learn to hate them very quickly. So, so they're going to be standing between us and moving on, getting into the playoffs. So we took that mental approach into the game, and we started out great, and we kept it up. We got rewarded with some goals. Power play was excellent tonight again, and we just had a totally different feel going into this game than we did the first game in Carolina, even though we don't know this opponent very well because we haven't played them very much. So, but that's important that we learn to hate these teams very quickly.
And the last question will go to Saad Youssef. Saad, go ahead.
Hey, Bones, I kind of wanted to bounce off of your last answer there. After the first Carolina game, you mentioned that the players just need to shoot the puck more, and it was as simple as that. When players do take that approach, is there a domino effect when a few players start just shooting the puck and then it just kind of trickles onto the whole team?
Well, it does. In Carolina, we showed the guys so many opportunities to shoot the puck that we didn't. And we've been pounding in their heads all camp, shoot the puck, shoot the puck. We still have to get our shot attempts up. So it was good for 2 periods, and we got away from it in the third. And that happens when the score is 5-1 going into that period. But we've got to get our shot attempts up to that 60-70 range where we were at the end of last year and going into the bubble. And but again, one guy goes out and makes too many cute plays, and the next guy does it, and all of a sudden it's just, it's infectious. So when we come out, we have that shooting mentality. That's infectious as well. Everyone has to feed off of that.
Thank you for joining us. We will get your practice schedule out tomorrow and
Thanks.
be in touch with you tomorrow. Thank you.